Ready?
Yeah.
All right, we're back. It's another sunny Saturday here in Austin, Texas. Today we have, of course, Matty Stu on the ones and twos. And today, just over a year ago, I met this dude doing a show in Quincy, Massachusetts. Neither one of us are from Quincy, but we were there. He was running the thing. Now lives here in Austin, Texas. A door guy at the Vulcan Comedy Club. Is it a comedy club? Who fucking knows? But a door guy at Vulcan, a comic down here in Austin, Texas. From Arkansas,
Yeah.
Mason Smith.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
Thank you for
All
having
right.
me.
What's happening, buddy? How you doing?
Exciting stuff. You want to cheers with your phone?
Yeah. Here, if we're gonna cheers, we gotta get the fucking beers going.
Yeah,
It's early. You came in strapped today.
Yeah, I like to start.
Cheers.
I like to start the pod, all pods off with a nice Truly. Plus,
That's a thick Truly.
My blood pressure was a little up today. So
You're up.
Yeah.
Blood pressure's
pressure's up. Yeah.
Why is the blood pressure up? What's going on, dude?
Probably from the drinking.
From the drinking that's been going down?
Yeah, and I got a terrible diet, as you smelled.
Yeah. Oh my god, dude, that was brutal. Fucking Mason walked in and just destroyed the bathroom.
I really was trying not to.
Dude, it was one of those ones where I walked in there and I was like, what the fuck just happened here, dude? That shit got fucked.
They're bad. Yeah.
Yeah, bad is an understatement. It was wild. I've never smelled anything quite like that.
Just next time you see my roommate.
Do they have food at Vulcan?
No.
No? Because I was like, I'm not eating there ever.
No.
If that's the
Yeah.
case, dude.
No, last night, last night they had they bought us Domino's, so we ate a bunch of random pizza.
Brutal.
And then before that, I had I think I had jackalope before that. You ever had jackalope?
I've been in there. I didn't know they did food in there.
Oh yeah, they got really good pulled pork.
That's what's up.
Yeah, no veggies though. You got to get it with no veggies.
No veggies.
Yeah.
Brutal, dude. I don't know if I was in there or Chupacabra, but there was...
Chupacabra's got the dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, there's so much food on 6th Street.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Have you been to Casino El Camino?
Yes, I have.
That place will
Metal
give you the
bar
shits.
/ burger bar.
Yeah. Yeah, that place. Have you ever seen the guys back there working?
Yeah, they're fucking wild.
Yeah.
They're crazy. They've been in there a while, dude.
Yeah,
They've been in that
I
kitchen
think they
forever.
live back there. Pretty sure there's like a
bartender
cot.
there, and that guy has been working at that bar for like 25 years, which is insane.
Right.
It's a long time to be posted up in an
I think
establishment.
that bar has been there for like 30.
It's one of those places. It's a staple. It's wild
Yeah.
in there. You walk in there just playing Black Sabbath. It's fucking. Or
I
like,
love that place.
I love it too. It's a good place. Good late night drinking spot.
Oh
We're
yeah,
trying to get
you ever
something
go
to eat.
hang out back?
I didn't know there was a back there.
There's an out back where people go smoke cigarettes and shit.
I've never been over there.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah, one of the many delights of 6th Street, dude. That place gets bananas.
Yeah,
So you've been working the door at Vulcan, so you're probably bumping into some crazies on a regular basis, right?
Oh yeah, yeah. Like part of the job is like there's a few regulars like bums that are around that you did.
Oh, that was the don't worry about it.
That
Just
you
the GoPro.
just that you just know because they're always there. Like there's this one lady, I think they call her Loopy Linda, and she's got like
shit.
a milky eye, and like she like talks like she's always like pointing and talking, and like she'll come through like right before we're about to like start having a line, and she'll just sit right there at the where we have the barricades, you know, and she'll just spread out and put all of her shit around her, and you got to go out and like clear her out. And, and she will freak out if you touch her too.
She is right in front of the club.
Right there by the door.
Mason,
Damn.
is she the one that has the chicken on the leash? You've seen that one.
No, but is that? Yeah, have you seen the dude that has the chicken on his shoulder, and he's got shit down his back?
Yeah, well, real chicken?
Yeah.
I think he puts it on a leash sometime. That's
that is fucked up.
Yeah.
on dirty.
This guy is
36.
a chicken on a leash, huh?
Dude, that place, and then also like late night, we'll be there. We're there till like 2 sometimes 3 in the morning. Like for New Year's Eve, I didn't leave there till 5:30, and I was up on the patio upstairs. We were smoking a joint and just watching all the chaos. That place is insane.
Yeah, so on the after parties that Vulcan puts on, a lot of the times, isn't it just that whoever headlines, when they leave, you guys kind of shut down? It's like you keep going all night?
No, we don't shut. No, man. Like after whatever the headlining comic is done on Friday and Saturday, the owner makes us stay open, and it's just a DJ playing to nobody.
Really?
Yeah. But we're open.
So there's no official closing time?
2.
2.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, 2 is when we have to like everywhere closes at 2.
Alcohol, no more alcohol.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
There are some like they call it like I guess it's like industry bars that like if you work on 6th you can go. I've only been to
What, they're
one.
like after hours for people that
like,
work late nights?
Yeah, for like New Year's we all went to this one bar because I guess like they know that all the industry workers were like all the bartenders and shit are working, so they didn't get to celebrate New Year's Eve. So like we all went
So you
out.
guys just didn't celebrate it again?
Yeah, like we got there at like 5:30, 6 a.m., something like that.
Oh my
Stayed
God.
there for like another couple hours.
Fuck, man.
I don't think I went to bed till like 8:30 that morning.
Brutal.
Yeah,
What
and
time
then,
you wake up? Like 5
woke
in the
up at like
afternoon?
4 and went back in.
It's crazy.
Thing is, you just like around like normally. So I'm only drinking this early because the pod. And I like to drink on the pod. But normally, like my normal schedule is I try to be up before 2.
Okay.
But that's tough sometimes.
That's good. That's a good number. 2 is a good number.
Yeah, I try not to sleep past 2. And then I get up, brush my teeth, go turn on a podcast or edit mine. And then around 3:30, 4 o'clock, I start drinking.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
3:30 or 4 o'clock. It's a good time.
Yeah.
That's
I don't know. I still don't know if it's good or not.
Well, Vulcan.
My
dude,
asshole would tell you it's not.
Yeah, I mean, dude, this is the place to drink constantly if you're
Yeah.
into that kind of thing.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
and also on like open mic nights, I don't do like I try not to do like I only drink beer. So like I'm not like getting fucked up.
Yeah.
Until my last mic, and then I'll kick her up a notch.
Get it going.
Yeah.
What are you? Only drinking beer is a good strategy.
Yeah.
That's like the alcoholic's way of like trying to stay sober, dude.
Bad for the hips, though. That's what the
Well, that's
Yeah.
why you drink Miller Lite.
yeah, true.
You know.
99 calories.
Back in Boston, dude, like during the pandemic, I got on a huge vodka kick,
Oh no.
and that
That's
wasn't
bad.
good.
What was your drink of choice with the vodka?
I would do vodka soda with a splash of Newman's Own pink lemonade. Had to be Newman's Own.
I did those for a while. Yeah.
It's the best lemonade.
It's
Originals all right, but pink lemonade.
dude, those bro, I got on that kick last winter too, like during ski season. I started drinking I realized that Kettle One was like the same price as Tito's and all that shit. It's
Oh, see,
fucking
I love
delicious.
Tito. I was doing Tito's.
Dude, so I was doing Kettle One soda, splash of cranberry, and the thing is, like, you start pouring them yourself, and you don't realize
that
how strong they are.
splash gets a little less and less every time.
Dude, like, I didn't realize what a single vodka soda tasted like until I went to Utah.
Yeah.
Ever been to Utah?
Yeah, I've drove through Salt Lake City. It's a
double
beautiful city.
double vodka sodas are illegal in
Really?
Utah. You
They're
have
like,
to do.
it's probably because
you
Bert
have to
Kreischer
do,
went through there or something.
Yeah, so you have to basically when you serve liquor, their beer maximum used to be 3.2.
Oh,
So
because
they
of the
had-
Mormons.
Yeah, they had like light Budweiser, but if you go to the bar to this day, it's a maximum of a shot like in every drink, an ounce and a half of liquor. And so when I was out there, I got a single whiskey ginger,
Okay.
and I realized how few whiskey gingers in my life have actually been singles.
Right. Yeah, well,
They're
when
all
you're
doubles,
pouring,
'cause
if
you're
you're
like,
at
this is
home,
gross.
yeah.
Yeah.
When you're pouring drinks at home, you're making them for yourself, you know. You're not fucking, you're pouring heavy.
100%, man.
Hey, so
Yeah.
current Utah law sets a limit, so only 4% of alcohol by weight. So 5% ABV is what they have.
So it
to
used to be 3.2. They used to do near beer out there.
So they've just
But
bumped it up.
They bumped it up like 3 years ago, but it's kind of nice out there because me and my buddy went out to the bar and we were just crushing IPAs.
And you're like, why am I not getting drunk?
Dude, we were crushing mugs of IPAs just like back
Right.
to back to back, and it was
feeling like a
nice.
man.
Yeah, because you just don't get hammered. You never hit the point where you're just like, okay, like
Yeah.
I'm fucked up. Like you're just cruising. It's like you're
Right.
drinking IPAs, but it's like you've been drinking Bud Lights all night. It's
Yeah,
incredible.
I hate IPAs.
Yeah, you seem like an IPA hater. You got that IPA hater face.
Yeah. Hey, so speaking of that, like limiting alcohol, man.
Mm-hmm.
So I spent almost a month in Australia, and that's like it's like a big nanny state over there. Like they're very like controlling of what you can and can't do.
Really?
But I think it's because they have free healthcare, like universal in all of Australia.
Yeah.
So I think their thought process is we're giving you free healthcare, but we're not going to let you just destroy yourself.
That's a fair point.
So like at the time I was on a rum kick. I used to drink a lot of rum and cokes, but the sugar started just fucking me up too bad. That's
Yeah.
when I switched to vodka
switch to
later.
vodka.
Yeah, but I would do Sailor Jerry's because it was
Dude,
92
that's
proof.
disgusting, bro.
And over there, though, it's only 80 proof. Like, you can't get anything higher than that. So it was just like syrupy, but not strong. You know?
Makes sense.
And their Coke tastes different.
Yeah.
It's fucking the weeds garbage.
Dude, they over there, I've heard beer is super expensive. And
Everything's
I've
expensive.
heard like if you're into doing drugs, Australia is not the place to do it. Like
No.
I've heard they're fucking super expensive over there because it's a fucking island. It's just a giant island.
Well, you know what's
so everything's
crazy?
got to be flown in.
Dude, I smuggled in when I went. I brought a half ounce of cocaine, a ball of Molly, and 40 hits of LSD. And,
Allegedly, you thought about doing it, but then you decided
yeah, and
not
then,
to.
I definitely
you
didn't.
you thought about doing it, and then you were like, I probably shouldn't.
And I may or may not have got there and sold it for $250 a gram. paid for my flight.
Dude, holy shit.
Yeah. And
Okay,
I may or may not have just gave the Molly away to my friends because I don't like Molly.
So you went to Australia and you didn't bring a bunch of Molly and cocaine and
Or
shit.
acid, yeah.
Nice. And then,
But it would have been cool if I had.
if you had, it was like you would have just had a ton of money when you showed
Yeah,
up.
and you want to hear how I would have smuggled it?
How?
So what I
In your
would have
asshole?
done? No, I was way
Is that why
smarter
your
than that.
asshole smelled so fucking bad when you blew out that bathroom earlier?
I turned the fan on,
Yeah.
but
I know you turned the fan on. I'm glad you did.
I had some beard cream, and I would have. This is what I would have done, and I took half the cream out, put it on a napkin, and then I vacuum sealed all the drugs into a little square, and then I put that in there, and then I put the lotion back on top of it, put the lid on it, and then I vacuum sealed all of our toiletries into a big vac sealed, and then that's how, if I would have.
Welcome to the Joe Bagley Confessing to Crimes podcast.
It's all hypothetical. That's all hypothetical.
It's all hypothetical. That's what I would have done.
But what's the drinking culture like? Because
Dude, they can booze it.
so the drinking age is 18, but the drunk driving is 0.05. So it's lower.
Yeah, so you really can't do fucking shit.
And you know what's fucked up about that drinking and driving? So in Australia, I have really good friends there that I stayed with, so I didn't have to like get a hotel or anything. And they said that if you get pulled over, just automatic breathalyzer.
Really?
Like there's no like.
Have you seen the video of a guy? It's fucking hilarious. It's this dude in Australia, and this motherfucker he gets pulled over, and he's got just an open container in his driver's seat. And they're like, "What's going on? Like, what are you doing?" And he goes, "It's a long drive. I figured I'd have a couple." And they're like, we have to fucking breathalyze you, dude.
Yeah.
And then he gets out and he blows a 0.00. And they're like, how did you do that? He goes, I didn't really, I don't know. I just had like one or two. so he's just drinking on the road.
Yeah.
And he's dead
But he was
sober.
fine.
Dead sober, dude.
Probably because that beer was like 2.5%. They fucking lit. That's why also these Australians, they say that they're like these fucking big old drinkers and shit. Their alcohol's limited, so calm down,
So
Australia.
you can do the shoeies. Have you seen the shoeies?
Ugh, yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Hey, I'm not doing that.
I did one at a Skeggs concert in San Francisco, and I swear to God, I thought I had like foot and mouth syndrome. It's all right.
Have you been to Australia? You seem like a traveler.
I've never been to Australia.
No? Okay. Have you left the country?
Yeah. Yeah. I lived in China.
Lived there?
Yeah.
Where? Why? Why and
Because
where?
I was a Chinese major in college.
Like you were just learning how to speak Chinese?
Yeah. I was
What does
learning how
that
to
mean, Chinese major?
I was a dude. So I studied Chinese in high school. And so when I was studying in high school, I basically like had to go to the language program. And I had a few options. I could have done like Spanish. I could have done French. And then basically the only other option was Chinese.
Okay.
And so I decided, fuck it. Let's
you still
do it.
speak it?
No, but I studied it for 4 years in high school, and then when I got to college, they let me get into Chinese 2, not Chinese 1.
Okay.
And then I was only a few credits from the minor, and I was like, fuck it, I'll get the minor. And then when I finished up the minor, they were like, hey, if you go live there for 9 months, you got the major wrapped up, and you'll be done with your entire program by the end of your junior year. And I
Okay.
was like, yeah, obviously I'm going to do that.
What was your plan? What was the thought process? Like, what did you think you were going to do for a job?
I thought
Like,
I was going
live
to be
there
a
and
Chinese
teach?
businessman. I thought I was going to be like a guy that would travel to China and fucking work, do all this shit, but it didn't work out that way because it turns out the Chinese kids are better at learning English than I am at learning Chinese.
Did you ever get to a point of where you were good at Chinese?
Yeah,
like
I could speak Mandarin for a while, dude.
Okay.
Like I was holding it down for a minute, but
seems like a fucking hard one.
yeah.
Could you write it too?
I could write it, but writing was like almost a waste of time because you got to learn 30,000 characters. It's like you're not going to fucking learn 30,000.
I'm sorry, I might have missed it. How long did you say you lived in China?
I lived in China for 8 months.
Fuck.
Dude, but these kids like...
Did you live in one of those, the Shoebox Apartments where
No, I lived in a smaller city, so it wasn't as big a deal. Like, it was a
Okay.
little bit more spread out.
Have you seen those?
Yeah.
Like, what I'm talking about? In, like, Hong Kong? Have you seen what I'm talking about? Like
No, you're talking about like 1,000 square feet.
And
Yeah.
No,
not
no.
100
Dude,
square feet.
It's
I
like
mean,
a room. Like you walk in, there's you
like that
can look.
bathroom.
There's pictures. You walk in and it's just there's a bed here. There's room for you to stand, and then there's all your kitchen stuff right here. Tiny little fridge, and then the door is behind you.
Hell yeah.
And that's an apartment.
That's what's up.
Fucking
I
insane.
couldn't do it, dude. I would get freaked out.
Yeah.
Supposedly, like the Hong Kong real estate is the most expensive in the world. Like it's worse than San Francisco.
Yeah, and you
or
get
New
nothing
York.
for your money.
You get nothing. Yeah.
Did you like China?
I had a love-hate relationship with it.
I'm surprised that they allowed you in.
Yeah, they fucking let us right in. Dude.
You're like blonde and super white.
Blonde, blue. Yeah, blonde, brown-eyed. But
Yeah, I'm surprised you don't have blue eyes.
yeah.
Skipped you.
The hair's dyed too.
Oh, your hair's not
Everything
really
about
blonde?
me is a complete farce.
Oh,
Yeah, dude, it's a lie.
that's funny because everything about me is just a fart.
Yeah, that's good. No, but dude, these I loved it, but I hated it. I got really frustrated because there's just some shit.
Dude, I could not. I have no desire to ever go to China.
I just like got to the point where I was just like, I want to be able to walk out and just talk to people again. Like,
Oh, I see,
It's like
I see.
really isolating because you're.
So not a lot of people spoke English.
A lot of people did, but it was like I had weird relationships.
Why don't
with a
you?
few
How
people.
did they sound when they?
No, you trying to set me up? Trying to pang dang me right now, dude? Don't do that shit.
What can you do a Chinese accent?
No, I cannot do a Chinese accent.
You want to just do a fun game? Let's see who can do a better one.
Yeah, dude.
You go first.
I'm good. I'm not. Do not fucking sell me down the river like this. This is. Let's talk about selling drugs and do fake Chinese accents. Let's do it. It'll be great. Mason, you're gonna go to jail, dude.
Well, you didn't tell me any rules of the podcast.
No, there's no rules. I just don't want you to get imprisoned.
Oh, well, Australia's not listening to this.
Australia's not.
And also, I made that up for the pod.
Yeah, 100%.
It's not true.
Yeah, it's
I've
not-
never even been to Australia,
Yeah.
dude. I've never
You've
left.
been to Australia.
No, nope, never been.
Yeah, that's right. Never been. Never damn been. Not even once.
I also have been to Croatia.
I've been to Croatia.
Yeah,
Sick
I
over
did
there.
this thing. Yeah, beautiful, man. Oh my god. I did this thing called Yacht Week.
You did. You went to Yacht Week?
Yeah, and that's where I met my friends from Australia.
How was Yacht Week?
It was really fun. I brought Molly and acid. Nah, I made that up too. But no, Croatia was cool. I did do Yacht Week. I got sick as fuck while I was there.
Really?
Yeah, it started as a hangover.
Was it from the Molly?
No, cause I don't really like Molly. I kind of have been off Molly for like a while now. Because I had a summer where like I may or may not have been going to music festivals and selling it.
Yeah.
And
you don't look like you sell Molly at music festivals.
Well, I mean,
you look like you beat up people who sell Molly
like
at music
you've
festivals.
seen that tattoo, right?
What is?
It's LSD.
Oh shit! Okay.
Yeah,
That's what's up.
yeah. I'm like a secret hippie.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I got like my hippie bear over there.
You got a southern accent and a beard, so it's kind of like
Yeah, it's very
kinda covered
confusing
up.
for people.
I'm sure it is, dude.
Yeah. Also, people like so like sometimes people are like, "Oh, this guy looks like a fucking hipster," and then I start talking, and they're like, "Oh, he'll beat up a hipster."
Yeah, you fucking hipster up, dude.
I'm actually a really just goofy fucking drunk.
You are. Yeah, goofy. I mean, dude, I don't think I've seen you truly fucked up yet.
Yeah, it's because I know how to handle my shit.
Okay, so you might have a couple going.
There's
I
been
just might
times
not
where
know.
you've probably seen me and just didn't know how fucked up I was.
Got it.
Because my speech doesn't change really.
You're just locked in.
Yeah.
That's what's
Yeah, I
up.
mean, I've been doing it a while. Yeah. I'm pretty good at drinking.
Yeah, you don't show. No. I mean, Matt, how many deep were you last night when we linked up?
Man, double digits.
Double digits? You were
Tied
looking
one
for.
on last night?
Did your girl drive us or did you drive us? I can't remember.
She drove.
Okay. Yeah. That was,
What? Was she drunk too?
no.
Oh, well, that's
Dead-
good.
You're trying to incriminate all of us.
Yeah.
Yeah, my bad.
We're just-
No one
let's-
drinks and drives around here.
No one drinks and drives.
Oh,
No
dude,
one-
have you noticed? How long you been here?
she's driving us home. She's giving us the old pirate.
Dude. Been there. How long have you been in town?
I've been here 3 weeks, believe it or not.
Have you noticed the amount of just shit fucking drivers here?
I notice it everywhere, dude.
Well, so I said this the other day. I was like, shitty drivers I think people just suck.
Yeah.
In general at doing things, including driving. But here I've noticed there's a lot of drunk drivers.
Mm-hmm.
Like I've seen people go down the other night I was coming home from Vulcan and I leave there late, because we clean up and then we hang out a little after. And I was, on 7th Street down from Creek where there's that bridge.
Yeah.
So I was going that way. There's that concrete island right there in that intersection, and because that's a one-way.
Yeah.
And you're not supposed to come this way. This Volkswagen Jetta, I saw it coming, and I was going, and I was turning. They were doing probably 60, and just ramped that fucking median. Just
Damn.
airborne. And then, and I kind of slowed down to watch just to see what happened.
Yeah.
When they hit, dude, the car just not fire exploded, but plastic just shattered the fucking car, dude.
Did it break? It was. Were they
Yeah.
just
Oh,
done?
dude,
there
they
was-
were done. They're not going anywhere. That thing, the wheels were bent in. I mean, dude, when I say they went airborne, it was like a movie. Like it was wild. And then in that same intersection, I was at the stoplight, and this was just like last weekend. And I just kind of listening to music, and I look in the rear view, and I see headlights, and I just, and the truck even moved. And this guy just blew through a red light. 2 of them. Just,
Dude, people are fucking wild out here.
dude, people turn left on reds
Dude,
here.
yesterday, I was going out to dinner, and I was walking through a crosswalk, and this guy pulled up, was taking a left, and so he's obviously got a green, but we're in the crosswalk with the thing going. Pulls right up on me, just starts honking the horn, going what the fuck? And it's this dude with a kid in his car, and he's just literally screaming at us while we're walking through a crosswalk with everything good, and I'm like, dude, I will fuck you up right now.
Yeah.
But it was insane. I didn't say I'll fuck you up right now. He's a big guy. He probably would have kicked my ass.
But I was thinking it.
I was thinking it.
I was thinking he better not.
Dude, getting the blood boiling, dude.
Yeah.
Shit was wild. Is that a beard rag? Is that what that is?
That's my mustache rag.
That's wild. You have to carry a mustache rag around with you?
Yeah.
Is that only when you drink?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Bottled beverages are good for that.
The bottle, I won't have to use it now. I only have to use it with cans and pints.
That's got to be inconvenient for you. It's got to be a lot to deal with. Just the beard rag.
So I knew I was coming here, so I brought my own because I don't like using paper towels.
It's got to chafe after a while.
Yeah, and then if I'm at a bar or something and I don't have it on me, I'll just have to use napkins. But the thing is, you go through them. You got to use probably 3 napkins per beer.
That's 3 napkins for 1 beer. That's what's up, dude.
But you use them all at once, so it's thicker. I'm a weird guy.
Yeah.
You know, you know what I'm realizing, dude? I think I'm a little autistic.
Okay.
I hate loud noises unless it's noises like a band playing or music.
Loud noises piss me off too.
Dude, if I'm if I'm sitting somewhere, if I'm on an airplane and someone's fucking turns their phone on and they play a loud video, that bugs the shit out of me.
I hate it.
Or if my roommate comes home and we're sitting there and but it's quiet. And he turns his gets on his phone to watch an Instagram video.
Drives me
if it's on full blast,
crazy.
turn it down. It doesn't need to be on full blast.
Dude, you know what? Like restaurants, this would drive me crazy. People don't do it as much here, but in California, this would make me absolutely fucking mental. Is you be out getting something to eat, you're sitting down, everybody's having a good time. There's music playing at the restaurant, and then all of a sudden somebody just comes in, sits down, starts watching a video on their phone, full blast.
Yeah,
no
don't
headphones.
do that.
And it goes, like, I think there should be a law like that we need to implement that if you go to a restaurant or any place in public, you sit down and you watch a video on your phone with no headphones in,
you're out.
Everyone has the legal right to pick up your phone and throw it as far as they can. Yeah,
right.
just
I
smash
agree.
the fucking phone. Dude, I got a huge argument with this woman at one point.
Was it a white lady?
It was a Hispanic woman in New York City.
So she probably yelled back.
Oh my God, dude. So I was in New York and I'm really hungover. Like I had too much to drink the night before. Me and my friend go out to get something to eat the next day. We sit down, we order, a couple beers, we get a couple sandwiches coming in. Everybody's having a good time. This woman pulls up and she sits down at this table behind us and she's got her baby with her and she's having a margarita. She sits there.
As mothers do.
Yeah, as mothers do. Mother of a 1-year-old just chilling, having a marg. Starts just flipping through TikTok.
On full blast.
Just hearing the different sounds. And I'm like
me mad
I'm getting
hearing
heated. And my friend Gabe is just like, I see where you're going. He's like, don't do it. Just like, it's okay. It's going to be fine. Calm down. And I'm like, it's not fucking fine. These people.
Yeah.
So I turned around and I go, whatever you're doing, stop it. And she goes, excuse me. And I go, the fucking noise on your phone, just stop that shit. And so I turn back around. I keep talking to Gabe. And then I just hear, did this motherfucker just tell me to shut up in
And you're
public?
like, why does shit?
I'm here trying to tell, like, it's like also like in the peak of when everything was going on in like early 2021. And so it's like white guys were not in a good spot at that point.
Right.
I mean,
I think we're coming back up slowly.
we're making a comeback. Everybody was like, that might have been a little much. We overdid it.
Yeah.
But dude, she starts screaming into this phone. She's just like, this motherfucker just told me to shut up. This white piece of shit. And I'm sitting there just going like, I'm about to have like a phone in my face. Like,
you're about to be on the internet.
I am about to be video, just being like, hey, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do it. And I just go, my friend Gabe is like, you need to figure this out right now because we're not going
down that road.
I'm not trying to be a fucking internet guy. Like, I'm not trying to be the guy.
Next thing you know, you're on CNN.
Yeah. It's like there was an incident at a bagel shop in Brooklyn. New York.
Local white male harasses young Latina mother.
Yeah. So eventually I turned around and I go, I'm hungover as shit. I apologize.
Oh, you were quickly backpedaled that fast?
Yeah, like 5 minutes had gone by and they were like she was calling people to tell them about me and videoing the back of my head.
Oh,
and I just was like, I picked up the phone. I was like, I'm like, I don't want to be on the fucking phone. So I turned around. I'm like, I'm hungover. I'm in a terrible mood. I'm really sorry. The noises were bothering me. I get really sensitive with the fucking noise thing. I apologize. I'm being kind of a dickhead, so my bad. And she just goes, okay.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, she's like, it's cool. We all have days like that. I'm like, what are you drinking, a marg? She's like, yeah, you want another one? I'll get you another one. And she's like, nah, it's fine.
Yeah,
and
she's like, I got the kid.
And then we eventually just started talking. We were talking about like the kid's dad and
you
stuff.
got her number?
Yeah, she was really hot.
Was she?
Yeah, she was smoking hot. But dude, that shit is...
let me ask you this.
It's prevalent in New York, and it's prevalent in...
Big city. It's in Boston's the same.
Texas, it doesn't happen as much. It's
I think
more
it's because
under control.
everyone's packing here, and everyone's like, hey, don't tread lightly.
No.
Dude, so let me ask you this. When she was on the phone, was she FaceTiming people?
Oh, that one drives me crazy.
Because, dude, I cannot stand when someone's in public. Two things. FaceTiming in public, number one. Why are you doing that?
Brutal.
Stop doing that. We can hear everything you're saying. Fucking knock it off. Second, speakerphone. Like, I cannot fucking stand when someone's and it's always in line somewhere. Like, it's always like at a Target, and someone's got it on speakerphone, and they're like, yeah, I'll be over there. Yeah, what, you want to do like 6 p.m.? Yeah.
Just ridiculous.
And it's like, why? I don't want people to hear what I have to say.
Dude, it's like, can you not afford headphones too? Like, you've got $1,000 phone in your hand.
I don't even like talking on the phone in public, much less putting it on speakerphone.
No, I ignore phone calls left and right.
But
I've got a couple of buddies that do take speakerphone phone calls, and I've just been
Stop.
I can't do it.
It's like, dude, why are you doing that?
Yeah.
No one wants to hear it.
Even at home, like when my sister will watch TikToks on her phone, I flip out. I can't stand it.
Well, so does this mean maybe we're both autistic or not autistic
I
at
think
all?
I might. The new thing is, remember when everybody used to be like, I have ADD, and then everyone used to be like,
definitely,
the new thing
probably.
is like everybody saying they had depression.
Yeah.
I think the new thing is a lot of people are saying they're
on the spectrum.
And
I think it's because of that show, Love on the Spectrum.
Yeah.
Have you seen that?
Have you had any love on the spectrum?
With a retard?
Yes. Have you ever done that?
No.
But Matt, what about you? Have you ever?
There's been some questionable autism. There's a dash of the tism.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
yeah, dude. So like,
Nothing confirmed.
so my ex used to like sometimes like I would get mad at something. Oh, also the other reason I think I am a little on the spectrum too is because if you come to my house like and you go to my room, everything has to be a certain way, and I know where everything is in my head. You might not know, but like if you look at my clock, everything has to be a certain way, and if anything is moved, it will bug me until it's fixed. Like I'm very clean. I like to I Swiffer and sweep like every 3 days, the whole house.
Really?
Like, yeah, I'm
your
very-
roommates must love you. You're
Yeah,
never
only
you're-
one roommate, but yeah,
He's got to love. You're never there.
yeah, and
You're never at the house. When you are, you're immaculate. Everything's perfect.
I'm very clean.
You hate loud noises, so you got to be the easiest guy to live with in the world.
and dude, you should have him on, and you can ask him about it.
Who is it? Who do you live with?
Chad J.
Okay, that's what's.
Yeah.
I like Chad. Good
Yeah,
guy.
he's a super nice guy, and
He's unbelievable with the ladies, dude.
dude, that dude slays so much puss. It's insane.
Ridiculous,
It's wild. I can't tell you how many times I've woke up to cheeks clapping.
Really?
Yeah, yeah.
It's brutal, dude. So funny, man.
And this isn't a secret. Like, I mean, everybody knows Chad gets puss. But so my ex used to be like, sometimes something would really bother me. Like one time, we may or may not have been doing cocaine, and I had like some money over the coke on the table, and her friend's boyfriend pulled the money. He thought it was, I don't know, but he pulled the thing, and the coke just. And she went, what? Wait, take a breath. Don't freak out. Cause dude, I was like,
You're about to blow a gasket.
Dude. Oh, and she knew me so well. She's like, yeah, but sometimes she would be like, your autism is showing.
Really?
But
It was
yeah.
that bad?
Yeah.
You would just stick out like
And I'd
that?
be like,
So you go in waves. Like, you get worse sometimes.
sometimes, yeah.
Nice.
And like, on top of being like fucking, dude, I have the worst ADD. Like when you,
Oh, that makes two of us.
When you
No
come,
doubt.
when you do my podcast, dude, I'm all over the fucking place. Like, it's like just, man. So you know what? You're gonna be able to hear that you turned that off.
Really?
Absolutely.
There's going to be a before and after?
For sure. I don't know how hot these mics are, but
Dude, I just forgot to turn the fan off when
But
we started this thing.
you know what's funny? So
Yeah.
these are things you learn. This is your first podcast?
Third.
Oh, okay. How
Third in
many-
the studio. I've had probably 50 before, but then
That's
we
what
picked
I
up
meant, how
the
many
studio, and then we
episodes?
picked up Matt. So we're like, in here?
No, I meant on your podcast. How many episodes?
50, I
Okay,
think.
I'm in the 50s too. But I'd love to have you guys on.
Yeah, for sure.
On my
Let's do it.
podcast. But like just the other day, I was doing one, and when I was editing it, I don't know if you go back through and listen to the whole. I go back and edit
I've been
it.
doing it now that I have the video. I feel the need to like watch every second of it.
I
and
go
then
back,
clip-
and as much
clip
as
it.
I hate to hear my own fucking voice,
Uh-huh.
I go back and I edit every. And sometimes I don't even have to edit anything other than the start and the stop. But the last one I did, so our fridge is sort of fucking up right now,
Mm-hmm.
and the motor in it is like kind of fucked up, and it's like.
That's brutal.
And then in the recording of one of the episodes, it stops and the audio becomes like flawless.
Yeah, I can't believe I forgot to hit the fan. I cannot.
Oh, you're good.
That's a good
Fine.
one.
It's
How
fine.
deep in are we, Matt? Where are we at?
We're at 30 minutes.
Oh shit! So right in the middle, the fan turns off. Dude, so you said ex, you're divorced, right?
Technically not yet.
Not yet.
But yeah.
How long were you guys married?
We were together for almost 8. So January was going to be 8 years.
Of marriage or being
no, we
together?
were married for April would be 4 years. We got married on 4/20.
You are so unbelievable.
That wasn't a mistake, huh?
That was intentional as fuck.
Intentional to get a divorce?
No, to get a 420 marriage.
Oh, that was planned. Yeah.
That is so.
And it
bad,
was a
dude.
Friday too. And then my friends from Australia flew in for it.
No way.
It was a fucking dope wedding.
It's crazy.
Oh yeah.
Where'd you guys get married?
Western Mass, in Pittsfield, Massachusetts, right outside of like Albany, but in Massachusetts. And it was on this like compound on a lake.
It's a great way to describe Pittsfield, Mass.
Well, it's in the Berkshires.
I know, but just outside of Albany.
Well, because it's on the Massachusetts side.
Yeah.
But so like there was one big ass house, like a lodge, and then there was a bunch of little cabins on the property. Mm-hmm. Not cabins, like they were nice ass fucking houses with a bunch of rooms in them. And we probably had there was probably like 80 people there or something. And they had this huge tent with a big ass dance floor. We had a DJ. They had a couple Irish guys during the wedding and like during the reception that played music.
Yeah.
Like it was a fucking, it was probably, and she reminds me of this still, probably a $40,000 wedding.
Did she pay for it?
Pretty much. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
That's
She's great. And like, we're on good terms. Like I talked to her yesterday. Like,
what brought it on?
So the pandemic fucked like a lot of shit up.
Yeah.
And
you're not the only one. A lot of people had the worst last year.
So she just graduated from a graduate program or however you say it to be so she's an RN and she just became a nurse practitioner for like 2 years of online school while working like 2 jobs. And this was during the pandemic.
Yeah.
And I think this is my theory. She didn't I was a welder for the last 11 years. And that's what I did the whole time I was in Boston. Mm-hmm. And when the pandemic hit, all comedy stopped, except for like in the summer of the pandemic, I did an outdoor show and had like Will Noonan and Jonathan Tillis and Alan Fitzgerald. I had a Sham.
Alan Fitzgerald has been brought up on every episode of the podcast.
He's a murderer. Shout out Alan Fitzgerald. He's a fucking
murderer.
That dude, if he doesn't fucking make it, then no one will. That motherfucker is.
He should
good,
make
dude.
it. He's in New York, and I don't know.
Check out his podcast too. It's called
great.
Fuck City USA.
Okay,
and it's fucking. He's the man. But
his podcast is called Fuck City USA.
Yeah, and he records with. Do you know Irish and Ani?
No, but dude, that motherfucker needs just like material on YouTube or something because like he gets brought up all the time.
Someone should do it for him because he's not going to. He's not going to do it. He's not going to do it.
We talked about it for a ton of time when I was in New York. I'm like, dude, you're so much funnier than me. Like,
dude,
you're
he's
so
great.
much fucking funnier than me.
He's just a machine of jokes.
Yeah.
Like, but anyway,
his trans bit is one of the funniest things I've ever heard.
Take a little off the top.
The one about like beating your trans.
Oh
wife
yeah.
Unbelievable. But go on, tell me.
So during the pandemic, no comedy except for sporadic little things. And then once Providence opened up, we would go down and do one night a week. You could go to Askew in Providence, Rhode Island, and it was probably an hour away from where I lived, and you would get 4 minutes. But I mean, it was worth it just to see everybody and do something, you know. And I actually performed on my birthday that summer. I went down there and shout out Winsong who runs that. She let me pick my spot because it was my birthday, but and I think she gave me extra time. But so through the pandemic, you know, I just sort of started drinking a ton because there was no comedy.
This was the vodka era.
This was the vodka era.
I had one of those too, yeah.
So like I would wake up every day, Monday through Friday. I got up and I also had just landed a new job that was 15 minutes away in Braintree, which was great because I was waking up every day at 4:50 every morning while doing comedy and getting up and driving 45 minutes to North Shore. And then on the way home, it would take me about an hour to get home.
So you were waking up at 4:50 every day?
After doing open mics.
So you have been waking up lately
at like 2 p.m.
So almost 10 hours later than what you were waking up at last year.
Yeah, it's nice.
Wild.
And
That's
so
insane.
when I got that job at Braintree though, dude, I got to move. I gained an hour, so I didn't have to be there till 6:30. So I was able to wake up at 5:50 every morning, still doing mics, mind you. Like, so I didn't give a fuck. And during the pandemic though, there was no mics, so I would go to work, come home, and just drink.
Yeah.
Till I went to bed. So my theory is that she was resentful of the fact that like I was like not doing anything. But it's like I'm still paying my half of everything and doing my shit, and like, you know, it's like, and then the weekends we would have fun.
Your relationship's crazy. How old are you?
I'm 30.
Okay. You look good for a 30-year-old booze bag.
Thanks.
Yeah, you're
I wear it well.
From Arkansas too?
No, she's from northern New Jersey, but her family's all from Massachusetts. So like her parents have like, by the way, I love her family. Like I've gone ice fishing with her uncle multiple times.
Nice.
Like
you guys still tight after you guys split up or
No.
what? No, that's a bummer.
No, and also they're Irish, so they're like very much like mind their own business. Don't reach out. Don't like everyone's very like this is their thing.
Yeah.
So we're not gonna ask questions.
Can't get involved.
Yeah, and that's how my family's not Irish or anything, but we're Southern, and like you just sort of don't. No one communicates, you know? Like I've never had and I've said this before and he's never going to hear it, but I've never had a meaningful conversation with my father.
Really?
Yeah, never. When I was coming here, I spent about a month and a half in my hometown before I moved here to work for my good friend Heath that owns a solar panel company, and I was working for him under the table, and he has a really nice house in my hometown. And before I left, though, I went to my dad's place, and we're standing outside in the driveway, and I'm like, all right, this is it.
Yeah.
Dad's going to give me that. You know, we're going to get some advice here.
Yeah. Nothing.
Dude, he goes, like, I tell him what's going on. I tell him about the divorce and all this shit, and he fucking goes, well, you'll be all right. That was it.
That's it.
Yeah. And I was like,
Fuck, man.
all right.
Damn.
But yeah, so the January of 2020.
So the relationship that you had like with your ex-wife's father and uncle,
I
shit,
love-
that meant a lot to you then.
Yeah.
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 So that's
I love
tough.
her
That's like a
family.
tough hit.
Yeah, like I was close with like, I was really, I mean, I loved her family. And I love her. Like, she's great.
Yeah.
But it's just, in January of 2020, she was like, you need to quit drinking. Like, not like all of it, but like, you got to quit drinking vodka. And I was like, you know, fucking why? You know, because there was nothing to do.
Yeah.
Like, it was like, in my opinion.
I love your reaction to needing to quit drinking vodka.
Hey, why? Like, there's nothing. I don't have anything else going on. Like, there's no comedy. Like, you can't go to the gym. Like, and I'm not gonna do push-ups. Like, fucking, I'm not gonna go for a run. You know, I don't run.
Yeah.
I hate running. Fuck that. And I would play my drums and shit, but like I would drink while I was doing it. You know, and I would go. You know, I it was kind of funny. Like, I would go to I was best friends with my neighbor who lived across the street.
What town was this in?
Quincy. And but we lived right on the water, like out on this area called Howe's Neck. And
Yeah, dude, I know that part. That's like up by when you take 3A down, right?
so like if you go into Quincy, I mean, I don't want to like go into
Yeah, whatever.
detail,
It doesn't matter. Yeah.
But it was right on the water. I fucking miss it every day. I loved living there. My neighbor Mike was the man. His dog, he had a wiener dog that was best friends with my dog, and I had a pit bull, and they were best friends. And then I got a kitten a few years ago who thinks he's a dog, and we carry him around outside, and we take him to the neighbor's house, and we let all the dogs fuck around. The cat will fuck them up. It's hilarious. He ran the roost, you know, and we were just having fun, you know, and then.
Pandemic
comedy,
fucked everything up.
Yeah, but so January 2020, stopped drinking. I was like, no, it's not that big of a deal. I don't have anything else going on. So I kind of kept boozing it, And thing is, like, nothing was really happening that was like, in my opinion, she said that like I was just kind of like, in her words, I was miserable and grumpy, which like, so I have a fucked up back. I had a surgery when I was 19. I broke my back when I was 15.
How?
I used to race motocross.
Fucking A, dude.
And
yeah,
then,
in the words of my friend's family friend, Ray, if you race motocross, it's not a matter of like when, if you get hurt, it's a matter of when and how bad.
Oh, yeah. I broke every bone in my foot. I got ran over one time and broke my shoulder blade. I cracked my lower L1, 2, and 3 vertebrae. Wait, what did I say? Shoulder blade, vertebrae. That's why it sounded the same.
L1 is that's
it's the lower ones. Yeah, I'll show you the scar after. It's about 7 inches long. And they did a fusion, though. So, like, they basically welded my spine together. Mm-hmm. And then as a welder, you're in a lot of weird positions and you're on your feet all day. Mm-hmm. And I was just in pain all the time, which made me grumpy. And then I would just drink, and it sort of helped not care about being in pain. Sure, it wasn't the right.
You ever get addicted to the pain pills and all that shit, or no?
No, because I wasn't willing to stop smoking weed to go get them.
Got it. You know you have to like...
Because they drug test you to get pain pills.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Did you know that? Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's how it is in Arkansas. I don't know. I never cared enough to go fucking get them. I just dealt with it, you know, like a man. I ate ibuprofen like it was candy. But yeah, man, and I just wasn't willing to quit drinking, and then the arguing kept going, and then about May, she like kind of started staying with a friend, like every now and again.
Yeah.
And like then I quit drinking. Then I did quit. I quit drinking vodka. It's like, all right, this is serious. I'll fucking stop.
Yeah.
So I did though. But also, this was the same. So in April of 2021, no, 2020, 21, April 2021.
They all seem like the same year, which is fucked.
So everything
like
I just said,
easy,
I meant for it to be 21.
Okay.
Not 2020.
Got it.
So in April of last year, comedy opened back up in Boston. And then I got my show going again at the Crack. And then I started doing 2 nights there. I did an open mic on Mondays and a show every Thursday. I did 16 shows at the Crack, and it was going great. But I was doing comedy Monday through Thursday and then getting booked on weekends a lot. So pretty much... It's
a relationship killer. Been there, dude.
Dude, my whole world
fucking brutal
revolved around comedy.
Yeah.
And she just wanted me to do all these things that I just didn't take the time to really do that I thought was stupid. Like the thing, like she just was like really like just,
what?
Like wanted me to like randomly bring her fucking food home one day, or like, you know, and it's like, thing is, she's so fucking picky. It's like, so it would be like, so I'd be like, okay, what do you want?
Yeah.
Well, I want you to pick. Oh. Like we've all fucking been there. Like,
I mean, everybody has talked about this at some certain point, but it is true. Like,
dude, it's the most ridiculous fucking thing. Like, you're a fucking adult. Tell me what you want. Yeah. I'm not gonna fucking. Yeah. And then you get her something, and they're like, "Well, I don't want that." Yeah. Like, well, fucking don't eat it then.
Don't eat
like, it. I'll eat it. Which no, I wouldn't, because it was probably vegan or some shit. But so April started. Comedy comes back. I start my show. And then I just get obsessed again with comedy. Yeah. Which is what I want to do. That's what I do.
It's good to be obsessed with comedy. It's fun.
And she just wasn't about it. And like I wasn't doing anything to really make any effort to, I guess in her words, make the relationship better. Yeah. And then like at one point our landlord was like, yeah, like you guys gotta, I'm trying to sell the place. So there was this thing of like, all right, we gotta find a new place to go. To move to.
That happened to so many people in 21 too.
Well, dude,
they just come in and they go, oh fuck, we just got an offer for $200K above what we paid.
And you guys got to figure it out.
That happened. Well, 3 of my buddies got thrown out of their place because
what's annoying is he didn't end up selling it, and she still lives there, which pisses me off every day. Because like that's my apartment, that's my fucking place. That makes me so goddamn mad. Yeah. But and she took my dog.
Oh, no.
She took my dog.
No shit. What kind of dog you have?
She did keep my dog. He's like a pit mix. And she kept the cat, too. Desi and Frankie, and I have Dez's paw print tattooed on my leg.
Oh,
So like I see that every day, and I'm just like,
fucks you up.
I'm actually dog sitting for Matt.
Oh hell yeah!
In the end of February.
Oh dude, you got a big ass dog.
I can't wait to snuggle.
Have you seen the size of this fucking thing?
Oh, I've met. Yeah, I'm so
Huge.
excited.
Yeah.
He's gonna be a good snuggler.
Yeah.
I've told him all about you, dude. He's excited.
Hell yeah.
Well, we met my neighbor Trey's pit bull today. It's a beauty, dude.
Is that a gray one?
Yeah.
I think I saw him walking out. Is it a girl?
No, it's a guy.
No, the pit bull.
Yeah.
I think I saw him walking that dog.
That guy fucking rules. I'm a fan for sure.
But,
He's fun.
But yeah, man, like
You're out. We went to the fucking green. We went to what bar we go?
We talked about him last week. How he's just the ultimate wingman.
Yeah,
He's just
fucking
a
legend.
great- yeah.
We went to Green Light Social Club with him. Remember that? We were dancing with you. You did the belt move. Hilarious.
Legendary move.
you like dancing?
A little bit.
Yeah.
Wait, but go on. So what were we?
Well,
so she's got the cats and the dogs.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
My ADD fires on all cylinders.
No, you should
sometimes.
see my podcast.
Yeah.
It's a mess.
Yeah.
Anyways, just like we were supposed to move out, and one day, like I called her, and we were on the rocks bad for like a solid 7 months. All of 2021, we were back and forth. Like, what do you want to do? Do you want me to leave? Do you want to get a fucking? It was literally a thing that happened almost every day.
Yeah.
What are we doing? Like, we're not getting along. We're fighting constantly. I wasn't willing to she wanted me to go to therapy and all this shit, but it's like I didn't have health insurance. How am I going to go to therapy? It's expensive.
It is expensive. If you don't have health insurance, it's like $1.75 a session.
Yeah. And, it just came down to a point where one day, like, I called her, and she was like, by the way, this is the first time this is, like, actually being, like, recorded of what went down.
Yeah.
But so a little exclusive.
Okay. I appreciate that.
Divorce. But I hope she doesn't. She has a different opinion of how this went down. But one day I called her and I was like, "What are you doing?" And she's like, "I'm going to meet with a realtor." And I was like, "Oh, cool. Where are we going?" And she goes, "Well, I'm going to here or whatever." And I was like, "What the hell does that mean?" I was like, "What am I supposed to do?" And she just was like, "I don't know. Figure it out." And I was like, "So you're telling me you're going to get a place, and I'm not invited?" And she was like, "Yeah, you have to. We're gonna need some time apart. You need to get your own place." She knew good and well I couldn't afford to get my own place, and so when she told me that, I just immediately shut down, and was like, "Fuck you."
Yeah.
And since then we've talked, and like we're like I love her very much still, and we're on what good terms as could be, but like I was like, well, fuck it, I'm gonna go do what I want to do then. And then my friend, Nat, right?
Yeah, Nat Robicheski.
Yeah. So
I know,
he moved here first.
Yeah.
And told me, he was like, "Dude, if you want to come down, I'll let you stay in my spare room till you find a place. While you look for a place." And it's funny, what's funny about that is Nat is the person that I moved to Boston with.
Really?
Yeah, we met at a music festival, and he invited me to move up after we met, like a week later, and I moved up there a month after. We met at a music festival.
Were you living in Arkansas back
Yeah,
then?
we met at a music festival like 40 minutes from my hometown called Wakarusa.
Nat Robicheski is just randomly at an Arkansas music festival.
He drove down from Boston with two of our other friends, Dan and Roger, and we camped next to each other and just really hit it off.
Dude, I went to a music festival like 10 years ago, Bonnaroo, and we sat between these two groups. It was this one guy, me and my friend Harry both had a man crush on him. He built a tent when he showed up. He just like spiked things into the ground, put up a tarp, and just slept under it.
Like glamping.
Yeah. Well, dude, it was not this guy was just a savage. And then these other two dudes from Michigan State, and I just never talked to them again. They were just the coolest guys ever.
Hell yeah. So I'm really good. I'm really good at keeping up with people I meet. Like I'm good at staying in contact with people.
Yeah.
Like just like my friends from Australia that I met in Croatia, I still talk to them. But so it was just kind of funny that I moved in again and stayed with Nat to come to another city,
Yeah.
But
what year was that you guys did that?
I moved to Boston in 2013.
Okay, cool.
So like 8 years ago. It'll be 9 years in July, which is wild to think about. But so I was like, I'm doing this. Like, I'm obsessed with comedy. I want to do this. This is what I want to do. And it's not like I wanted to move to Austin. Like, I could give a fuck about Austin. Whatever.
Yeah.
But this is the place to get good at comedy. There's
It is.
so much stage
Couldn't
time
agree
here.
more.
It's you can't beat it at our level of like
100%.
Like my plan is to be here for like 3 years and build like a half hour, like a solid polished act, and then I want to go to New York.
I'm gonna stay here till the end of time.
Really?
Yeah, I like it.
Hell yeah.
I'm in.
But dude, I love.
What about you, Matt?
Northeast.
What do you think?
I don't see myself leaving Austin, but
Yeah.
I'll go where the opportunities are, I guess.
100%.
I love the Northeast. I love New York. I love Boston. I mean, I love the wet. Like I'm missing out on a 36-inch fucking snowstorm right now.
Yeah.
I
Ski?
I used to snowboard. I can snowboard.
So when you say you're missing out, what are you missing out on?
I just love it.
You like being in the.
I love like today's a Saturday and there's a snowstorm right now.
I know, but
I would be
have
sitting
you been outside today? Like it's amazing out there.
I hate warm weather
Why are you in Texas?
because comedy.
Okay, that makes sense.
Also, weed's illegal here.
Yeah, that is fucking wild.
Oh, freedom! We can fucking.
Well, we
carry,
went over this last
carry
time.
Guns.
As Matt pointed out, it is decriminalized in Austin, Texas, right?
Well, that's good and that's nice and all, but go up to fucking Round Rock and try to smoke a joint.
Yeah.
Fucking get your fucking ass whooped and get a ticket.
Really?
Maybe, I don't know, but. But so, anyways,
Maybe. I don't know.
I fucking made the decision to move here, and then in the time I've been here, we've talked, and like, I refuse to move back to Boston. There's no stage time there unless you're already in.
I did my first 6 months in Boston, as you know, but I don't think there is many places.
There's not a lot of opportunity.
Of any major city in the U.S., I don't know if there's any that are worse for starting comedy than Boston, Massachusetts.
Dude, unless you're
it
already
is
in.
so fucking bad. Dude,
I was fortunate enough to start before the pandemic.
There's no gigs, and you got to wait forever to go up for 4 minutes.
Yep.
Dude, I mean, what year did you start?
I started November of 2018.
So you started right about a year after I left. So I was already in San Francisco when you started. But dude, it's yeah, I remember just like taking the green line out to go do Show Me the Mic. Like Mike, whatever, I forget his last name, but he used to run a mic at a place that was a pizza place. A pizza place that got in trouble. They had they had new ownership. Because the old ownership is one of the craziest stories. There used to be a downstairs that they had a club in. And so they would do a club.
The name of it?
I don't remember the name, but a kid fell down the stairs and hit his head and got like fucked up. And to avoid liability, evidently they just put him out back behind the place.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, and they got sued to fuck. So then it closed and it reopened as a different pizza place. And dude, I would show up, me and Randy Valerio would show up 30 minutes before the list would be out. We'd still be 20th on the list and you'd wait 3 hours.
Oh, right.
Take a fucking green line both ways to get 4 minutes of stage time, dude. If God forbid the Red Sox were playing,
yeah,
God forbid.
Yeah, Green Line. That's the one that would go to Waltham, which is where I used to live.
No, that's the.
No, Green Line goes to Waltham because I used to take that.
You
when I
can't
would
take
work.
the Green Line to Waltham.
Green Line goes to the. Oh, maybe I'm thinking of the purple one, that Commuter Rail.
Yeah, the Commuter Rail goes up there because I used to go to school in Waltham. You can't take the Commuter Rail.
I lived right off of I lived on Derby Street, right off of what's that main drag where there's all those bars, the Moody Street.
Moody.
I lived on the other end across from the Burger King.
Yeah, I was a freshman when I was there, so I did 1 year.
Oh, you didn't go to Brandeis, did you?
Went to Bentley for 1 year.
Oh, Bentley, that's okay.
Yeah.
I had a couple friends that went there. I used to work at Gordon's.
I don't know where that is.
That was the big liquor store on Main Street. And then I also worked at Joe Sent Me, which was the bar right down the street from there.
Nice. Yeah, I hate Waltham.
I loved it because that was the first city I lived in from Arkansas.
Nice.
And
So
I
you're
was
just like, woo, life in the big city.
Yeah.
What was it like growing up in Arkansas?
Well, wait. Just to wrap up the divorce stuff.
Yes, sorry. Fucking A, I'm all over the place.
Oh, you're good.
Today.
But just to wrap that up, I moved here for a reason, and it's for comedy. And we've been talking, and I refuse to move back to Boston. She refuses to move here, so it's just kind of like a deadlock.
Yeah.
And I don't think I don't think we're getting back together anytime soon.
Brutal.
You know?
Yeah, it's
And also I want to reiterate this, like,
yeah.
I still love her very much, and like, you know, we still talk. Like, and we both want each other to do well, and
It's good. It's good to be in it.
We just both wanted different. Like, she wants to live on a farm in the middle of nowhere, and I want to be a comedian. And it's just not going to work. You know, things change, and you know what sucks is I started comedy after we were together, so I think that's like
changes your life completely.
You know, the same thing happened with like Pete Holmes. Like, he was already married and then started comedy, and it ruined his marriage.
Brutal.
Like, so like I'm hoping that. And I'm not looking by any means.
Dude, yeah, they know what you're getting. Me getting into my last relationship while I was doing stand-up, it was sort of like she knew what she was getting into.
That's what I'm saying. And not that I'm looking or anything.
If you just put that on it, it's like a girl becoming a stripper halfway into your fucking marriage.
Yeah.
You're just like, it's the same thing.
It's
just
yeah, exactly.
Just like, yeah, I'm going to be gone on the weekends, exploiting myself, embarrassing us. And you're just gonna have to deal with it,
right? And dude, also the other thing I'm a storyteller, and I talk about personal things on stage.
Yeah, not everybody likes it.
She did not like. I have one of my best jokes is about licking whipped cream off her pussy, and like she just she didn't like that. I was like, she didn't mind it because she knew it was killing.
Yeah,
but like,
did you lick whipped cream off her pussy actually?
Well, I don't want to ruin the joke.
Okay. But
I went to try, and there was no more nitrous left in the can because I was doing whippets with it.
Oh, but dude, yeah, I couldn't feel that more. I mean, bro, like, just my relationship with everything changed when I did stand up. But the thing is,
I don't even think I have I don't even know anyone outside of comedy now.
Yeah, I know I still am friends with a ton of people outside.
I'm talking about here in Austin.
In Austin, I made it a point when I got down here that I go, not all my friends can be comedians.
Well, dude, I don't even really.
That's a huge problem.
Have you fell into like, so you go on dates?
Yeah.
Like, so dude, I literally, if I go somewhere, it's for comedy. I literally work at Vulcan Thursday through Saturday, and then Sunday through Wednesday. Every single night, I'm doing comedy. When my buddy just visited a couple weeks ago,
and
I didn't know what to show him. He's a comic, but I didn't know. Like
Who was it? Anybody I know?
It was Andrew Vickers, my old co-host.
You met him the night we met. He walked in with Chad, his roommate.
Andrew Vickers is the man, dude.
Were we at Latchkey?
No, we were at that other bar that you got to walk up, and they were going to see Chris DiStefano at.
Oh, Shakespeare.
Got it.
No, it was on this side. It was on.
Yeah. We were at. I remember talking. It was at the lowdown. The lowdown.
Yeah.
So
God, I loved it.
He's my favorite person
so much.
He's my favorite person that I've ever met through. I mean, we started a week apart. I saw him do his first set, and he sat down on a stool, and I remember thinking,
"That's badass.
Oh, this guy's fucking good."
Yeah.
Because I didn't know. I was like, "Hey, he's sitting. He must be fucking good."
My thing when I started was violent pacing. Pacing.
Yeah,
like for 2 years, it was just boom, left, right, and then eventually.
Right. I stand in one spot.
Pocket
usually.
passer. Speaking of standing in one spot, fucking pocket passers. Tom Brady just fucking retired right before the podcast started. You don't give a fuck.
So he's not going to do another Super Bowl?
He's done.
Did he just say, "I don't want to do it"?
Well, they're out.
I don't watch football.
You don't care?
No.
Okay. Well,
I mean, I think it's cool what he did. I think it's cool that
Matt, who's your team?
The Rams.
Okay. Oh, congratulations, dude.
Yeah, I'm not.
Is the game today or tomorrow?
Dude, I'm not too invested. They just came to our city when I was living there, and I just I don't really give a fuck.
Yeah, I will say live sports, like I went to a Bruins game in Boston. Fucking awesome.
It's insane.
Yeah. And I don't know shit about hockey.
Dude, one of my favorite sports venues on earth is the TD Garden. It's fucking crazy.
It's dope.
Fun fact, you know why they call it the Garden? Same guy that built Madison Square Garden. Boston Garden. But dude, they the Boston Garden, watching like the Isaiah Thomas era Celtics.
Oh, so I know.
Crazy.
So,
you don't know any. It's fine.
I was
it's not a sports
basketball
guy.
is lit. I might know less about basketball. No, soccer I know the least about, but basketball is right there with it. I grew up, I raced motocross. Like I didn't give a shit.
Yeah, you guys are out in your own world.
And I played music. Like
sort of like being into MMA fighting. Like just, it's such a specific sport.
Yeah.
And everything else compared to it just seems stupid.
My whole
that it's
world
like, how do you
growing
get into
up
anything
revolved around drumming. I was in a metal
Nice.
band for 2 years, all through high school.
What kind of metal?
We sounded just like Lamb of God. Nice. And then I raced motocross. That's all I did. And I was obsessed with just that. You know, couldn't have gave a fuck less about sports. Still don't. Now all I do is comedy and music, which
You're still playing drums, right?
Yeah, oh, yeah.
So you got the set. You got. The
I want
kit
to
at the
jam.
house.
Yeah, I want to jam.
Okay, hell yeah.
Yeah, I would love to.
Sweet, yeah, let's do it. I would love to
And
do
you
that.
can bring your stuff to my. I don't have neighbors. Well, I have neighbors, but
Yeah, what's the
fuck
deal?
'em.
Where are you living in the city? What's going on?
I live in East Austin,
We're in East. Like, how far are that?
across from Airport Boulevard.
So you're like 10 minutes that way, basically.
9 minutes
okay.
to get here. Yeah,
Sweet, not bad. 9 minutes. It's good. See, I got this place dialed in already.
dude. So you know what's cool? If I leave Creek and if I can hit all the green lights and no traffic, I once made it home in 6 minutes.
Damn.
Yeah.
Fuck. I mean, dude, that's what Sam Hunter was telling me is like his place that he lives at. It's
Sam's a nice fucking dude.
he's a good dude. Unless he's not feeling particularly nice, then he's not nice at all.
Oh really?
Yeah. but one of my favorite people on earth. I love
Yeah.
Sam, but dude,
Did you know him before?
yeah, we did, dude. So
Man, how many places have you lived and done comedy?
it's a lot. It's Matt and I are very similar in that way, and that we've been fucking everywhere. But I started in Boston, and then I quit my job and I went to Europe for 3 months.
Were you living in? Oh, you
So it
went
was
to
like
school
Boston,
in Waltham.
Boston,
Okay.
Europe, and then I was back here. I did like a year of comedy in Connecticut, then San Jose, San Francisco, back to Connecticut here.
Fuck.
So I've been everywhere.
And you started in 2017. You said.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's been, dude. It's to be honest,
Didn't
it's
you
helped me out
get
a ton.
Didn't you recently? Why do I smell coffee? All of a sudden. Didn't you? Am I having a stroke?
Shit, dude.
Didn't you fucking get to headline Tempe Improv?
It was House of Comedy, Arizona. It was wild.
That's not Tempe Improv. So is
No,
that
there's like
Phoenix?
6 clubs in Phoenix, basically.
Oh,
Tempe
okay.
is South Phoenix. I
Is
was in
Phoenix
North
a good comedy town?
It's incredible. They got a few really, really good comics out there.
Okay. Have you seen Xander?
Xander Beltran?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen it. Xander opened for me in Phoenix.
Oh,
he
sick.
came out with me, yeah.
Fuck
so
yeah.
Xander's obviously a very good friend of mine. Homie. I mean, he was...
Yeah, I mean, you guys
near-
both did the crack.
I came to the crack with you.
Yeah.
Yeah. What is the name of that bar? It's the crack?
The crack. Yeah, CRAIC.
I like that place.
What is it? Come for the crack, stay for the cure. I think is the motto. But and then I called it Crack Comedy.
Crack Comedy. I like that place. I think the World Series was on when I was over there. Or something.
Dude, so one night, dude, I felt so bad. I can't remember if it was Andrew. No, it was Andrew. Andrew. So by the way, Andrew just hosted at Laugh Boston for Chad Daniels.
Nice.
Like 4 shows.
Andrew Della Volpe?
No, Andrew Vickers, my good
Hell
friend.
yeah.
Who I started my podcast with.
Nice.
And I had him host for me at the crack one night, but the fucking Bruins playoffs were on.
Brutal.
And the owner refused to turn the TVs off.
Right move.
Dude. And he said that, like, I mean, it was apparently so rowdy that most comics. So I gave if you're on the show, I gave you 10 minutes. And I think he told me every comic did like 4.
Really?
Because, I mean, dude.
I
You
know the feeling.
Boston.
I started comedy.
Boston sports fans
It's impossible.
are insane people.
I started comedy during a Bruins playoff game, I think in 2017 or a
They
Celtics
get
playoff game.
rowdy.
It was
Rowdy.
impossible.
They don't give a fuck, dude.
Fucking
When
impossible.
I thank my fucking whatever every day that I got to start. So I got to have a year and a half of comedy under my belt before the pandemic.
Yeah.
And I am
Thank
so
God.
glad, dude, because get this. So January of 2020, before the pandy.
The old pandy wandy.
Yeah. And I did a bringer show at Comics Roadhouse, Mohegan Sun.
Those things are fucking brutal, huh?
And I had a great set.
Yeah.
I brought, you have to bring minimum 4 people. but then they pay you $5 a head. So I got $20, but then they charge you 20 for the tape. So like I brought the people, got the money, and then gave it right back for the tape, and had a good set. But Shane Gillis was there doing a weekend, and I got to meet him after and hung out with him for probably like 45 minutes or so. Just had beers and shot the shit.
He drinks beers.
Super fucking cool, dude. We were gonna eat mushrooms together, and it turns out there wasn't enough, so I ate them. And I was like, sorry, bud.
You denied Shane Gillis mushrooms?
Yeah.
That's fucking hilarious. Sorry, man. I appreciate the advice and everything. But,
because I thought
you could have just microdosed it, dude.
I thought the girl had more that was with us, but she didn't. And like, I remember he waited for me downstairs, and I came back, and he was there, and he's like, so what's up? We're going to eat mushrooms? And I go, oh, there wasn't enough, man. Sorry.
How did he react to that?
He laughed because he goes, it's probably for the best. I got radio in the morning. And I was like, cool. You still want to hang out? And like, we hung out and drank beers. Super fucking nice guy. And, so, and then
all those guys are so fucking nice.
And
Norman.
Shortly after that, dude, I started getting booked all the time in Boston. My final week of Boston comedy before the pandemic, I did 11 sets, which is like crazy to get to do in Boston, as you know.
11 sets in Boston is borderline impossible. By the way, how are we looking on time? Okay, we got like 5-10 minutes. We'll wrap it up. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Keep going.
And so March 13th, it was a Friday. So it was a Friday the 13th. People are talking about COVID. People are like, man, you guys are out here. We're risking it. Making the light jokes about it. Yeah. Next day, I was booked for my first time to get to do Improv Boston. Or Boston Improv. I forget whichever way. Yeah. But I had not gotten booked there yet. And I finally got booked there. And they sent out a message like, shutting down. COVID's shutting down.
Damn.
And then shortly after that,
the wave came.
Started the podcast. And we did it for a year and a half or so. Me and Andrew did like probably 50 episodes together. And now it's all just mine now, but
rocking and rolling.
Yeah, but I'm so glad I got to do that year before the pandemic.
Dude, I think one of the wild things about this was like going back to Connecticut while things were starting to reopen in 2021 was like there was a wave of people for a little bit there where the mics were just packed and stuff because everybody was like... Because
the surrounding areas
I think everybody had a realization during the pandemic that was like, oh, fuck, like... Everything's not like for granted, right? Like shit can be taken away from us. Life is short. I got to do what the fuck I actually want to do. And I think for a lot of people that was stand-up comedy, I think that's the reason like guitars and ski equipment and fucking...
People wanting to like, better,
Like my brother is a rock climber. He said he saw the same thing. Rock climbing, like shit just got super popular out of nowhere. So I think like a lot of people got super into it. And thank God most of them fucking quit. But
yeah, right. Yeah. Well, dude, that's...
But Matt's sort of in that boat, right? How far in are you right now?
Like 8 months.
Nice, dude.
Right.
Welcome aboard.
Well, it's like, you hear Rogan talk about like, if you just listen to enough of Rogan, you'll hear some good inside baseball stuff, obviously. Yeah. And he's always like, the reason it takes so long is because this is something that, you got to be committed. Like I left my fucking wife. Yeah. I didn't come here for fun.
Yeah.
Like, I'm here to fucking do this. Like, I have a mission, and that's what I'm fucking doing.
You're in a good place. You got the Vulcan shirt on. You're at the club that Rogan and all of the great comics poke in at. Yeah. Shout out Creek, too. But, like, dude, it's incredible. Like, you're in a good place to be.
And also, dude, Austin lets you fucking... I mean, as much as Texas kind of has some backwards-ass fucking weird rules, they're letting you fucking live here.
Yeah.
Like, dude, Austin, it's like... COVID? What's COVID? Yeah, like this God. Is a fucking you can fucking live life here.
Could you imagine being in like New York City right now?
No.
Like, if you chose to poke over there, like how fucking miserable that would be, dude.
This is the place to if you're a stand-up comic, this is the place to be. I mean, there's so much stage. Dude, Mondays and Tuesdays,
don't blow it up too much. I don't want all these fuckers moving down.
Well, I mean, dude, Rogan already did a good job of that.
Yeah. But I mean, we're both here in part because of him indirectly. But
dude, Mondays and Tuesdays, I go up 4 times.
Really?
Yeah.
How do you do that?
Because I fucking drive, and I just plan it, and I know where all the mics are, and you just got to really you got to be willing to fucking go and go to them, you know? Like, don't waste your time fucking, like, I made a rule when I got here. I'm not going to do Kill Tony every fucking Monday.
Yeah.
And I don't. I do it like once every 3 weeks. Every other
Have you
week,
gotten pulled yet?
Twice.
How'd it go?
Great.
Okay. Like, what did he talk to you about?
I got offered the Big Joke book both times.
Nice, dude.
And the second time I didn't want to take one because I already had one. So I was like, can I have a little one for fun? And he gave it to me.
Nice.
That one, I was...
By the way, the Big Joke book is, if you do really well, you get a Big Joke book.
Yeah.
And you do okay. You get
both times my set was great. First time, all around great. Second time, interview was a little rocky. And I was hammered. Like, I was way fucking too drunk to be up
Monday
there.
night, the shit gets...
But all around, I have the clip. I just haven't posted it yet.
So we'll throw a link up there to that. That's a fucking good spot.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Are we wrapping? You want me to do plugs?
Yeah, dude. Let's do, Matt, anything you want to plug in? Anything you want to say?
Like and subscribe, Creature of Habit podcast.
Yes, sir. Matt's doing the 1s and 2s. And then we got fucking Mason Smith. What do you got?
Yeah, you can follow me on Instagram at Mason E. Smith. And then please follow my podcast on Instagram, highnoon_pod. And then also, if you listen on iTunes, what do you say? Like rate, review, and subscribe?
Rate and review. And do that here too. Fucking A, dude. The rate and the review thing actually does
get it
help
in that algorithm, apparently. I know nothing of... I'm honestly amazed that I have a podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude,
but it's called High Noon, and it's just me now, and now I've got a bunch of Austin comics coming on. I usually have 2 or 3 guests at a time.
Sweet. Yeah, I'll pop on at some point. We'll get
I'm
maybe
gonna
me
have
and
both
Matt
you
do it
guys.
at the same time.
I wanna
Let's
have
do it.
both
Matt,
you
you want to
guys
do
on.
that?
Yeah.
Let's do it. Hell
Love
yeah.
to have both you on.
Rock and roll. All right. Fucking A, dude. Thank you for sharing everything. I appreciate you going deep on the
Thanks
fucking
for having
divorce
me
and
on.
everything too. I know that's fucking tough.
Yeah. It wasn't fun.
It wasn't fun, but dude,
It's getting better.
we're gonna have some fucking fun now. We're in Austin. Shit's gonna get weird. And dude,
Thank you for having me
here.
on.
Of course, man.
This was a lot. Thanks for the Miller Lite, too.
Courtesy of Matt.
Yeah.
The fucking greatest producer on earth. He
Hell
brings
yeah.
the beer, dude. Brings the fucking beer. All right, that's it. Guys, thank you for listening. Appreciate it. We'll check y'all soon.
Peace.
Boom. Well played.